Hi, everybody. My name is Steve Kmetko, and this is mycommunity.com. Our guests on this week's podcast are Tricia Claymore and Mark Chapman, co-presidents of InterPride. That's an international association of pride organizers whose motto is your rights, our rights, human rights. Tricia, tell me, exactly what is it you do?
What InterPride does is we're a network of pride organizers, a member association, and every year we have an annual meeting where prides from all over the world gather together to network, to talk about better ways to do things, how to actually start prides in possibly places where there isn't a pride or it's not safe to have a pride, and that's kind of a nutshell of what InterPride's about.
Okay, Mark, is there really a need for this kind of organization?
Oh, yes, certainly. I mean, if you look at the human rights situation for gays, lesbians, bisexual, transgender, and intersex people on this planet, we do still need visibility, and so there is a need for prides around the globe, and of course these prides also need to be educated and informed, and that's why we are networking together. Yeah.
How many members have you, and where do they come from?
Well, we have about 120 currently, and I would say most of them are from the United States, and there is a quarter of our members is possibly the European countries, and then there are a few scattered around the globe.
Tricia, can you give me some examples of where unrest has accompanied Pride celebrations?
Russia, Moscow, Belarus, Serbia, Belgrade. Those just in the last year have tried to hold a Pride march and have been at risk. Their lives have been at risk. Just to name a few places.
Okay.
There's more.
Let me play devil's advocate here for just a second. Let's say some group or organization can't put together a Pride event due to local resistance. What harm is there in not going forward with a parade or a walk or a festival?
Well, in Belgrade just a few weeks ago, they were planning their Pride March, and the skinheads had come out in large masses. And so at the very last minute, they decided to not do it because they were very, very concerned about their safety. And the police were telling them not to do it because they couldn't guarantee their safety. So they got press around that they weren't able to do it, but it doesn't further the GBLTI rights if we aren't allowed to protest and march for the Pride movement. So, you know, again, it's a rights issue, it's a human rights issue, and, you know, we just have to keep pushing.
Okay. Have you a single success story that you're most proud of?
Well, certainly, I mean, if you look at the changes that are going on around the globe, I mean, if you take Spain, they have been a Catholic state, very strong, very religious. And if you see what the Pride movement and the LGBT movement in Spain has achieved, now it's the country with the most advanced civil rights for gays and lesbians. I mean, this is really astounding, and that's just happened within a few years. So this is, yes, Spain is a success story. Sweden is a success story. There are many countries that have achieved a lot. Yeah.
If the public listening right now in the Tampa St. Pete area is interested in helping out, or people anywhere listening are interested in helping out your organization, what can they do?
Well, actually, what the most helpful would be if they join their local Pride and help their local Pride to develop, to prosper, and to bring out the human rights issues in their local community. And if that organization they are joining that joins up with InterPride, becomes a member, that's the way they can strengthen our movement as a whole. But it's as a single person, you can't actually join us because we are an association of associations. But if they try to engage themselves in the local community, they're helping us too.
Tricia Claymore and Mark Chapman, co-presidents of InterPride, thanks for joining us today. And for more information on the organization and its activities, you can visit interpride.org. I leave you with this thought from the late and controversial Episcopal Bishop James Pike, who early on advocated the acceptance of LGBT people. It was Pike who said, "A man needs self-acceptance or he can't live with himself. He needs self-criticism or others can't live with him." I'm Steve Kmetko for MyCommunity.com.